Well, hello there, Gemini. How are you? It is so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we're doing your June 2024 tarot reading. This is your general reading for the month of June. So let's jump into it. Let's see what is on the horizon for you. You have Ant Spirit, time to collaborate, embracing enthusiasm, and companionship. Okay, Gemini, I'm going to throw in here that Venus is for the month of June, or the better part of the month of June, is in your first house. It's in your sign, okay? So there's this energy of people coming onto your path. Now, it could be romantic, okay? But there's really a sense with these two cards of people coming in onto your path that perhaps you're making new friends, you're meeting new colleagues in your career sector, networking more. It could be even that you're doing like some traveling or something like that. Perhaps even like traveling, I don't know, like in a tour group or something like that, where you're meeting new people and experiencing maybe new cultures, or perhaps going on a cruise. You know, that energy of you're kind of like, I don't want to say stuck, but you're kind of like stuck with some people for a short amount of time, maybe going on a family vacation or something like that, where you're kind of like in this energy of being put together with some people, or maybe working on a new project in your career sector, where you build this deeper relationship. Right? It's kind of like you may be put together. You may not necessarily at first be excited about it. I'm not saying that you won't be, but there's this energy of, oh my gosh, like this was a true blessing. And it's really kind of like giving you this new sense of enthusiasm. You know, for a long time, you have had the energy of new soul tribe members coming onto your path. And I feel like things are opening up, where it's kind of like you're allowing yourself to open your own heart, to be enthusiastic about the energies of Jupiter and Venus being in your first house. Jupiter will be in your first house for the next 13 months, but Venus will be there only for a month. It's kind of like a short window of time where it's kind of like, I feel like you're going to feel super confident, attractive. You're going to want to get out there and mingle more, whether that's with friends, family, or like I said, networking in your career. You know, some of you could even be going like on a retreat or some type of, you know, I really feel like for a lot of you, it's like about spending time in nature. Perhaps it's kind of like you join a new hiking club, or, you know, something, a group of some sort, or you take a class, like maybe even an art class, but it's kind of like about painting landscapes or something like that. There's this energy of when you are with these people, you kind of like, I want to say, not only connect with them, but it's an energy of reconnecting to your own inner child. You see how she's just like loving on that fox. It's a fox. She's loving on that fox. She's kind of like allowing herself to open her heart to another person or another animal or whatever it is, right? But it's kind of like opening your heart, but also finding this reconnection to your own inner child, a reconnection to who you are and why you are here. And it's just such a lovely energy, I'll have to say. I put up your solar year, your birthday reading. So happy birthday to those of you that had a birthday in May. Mine was May 21st. And happy birthday to all of the June Geminis too. But I put up the birthday reading the other day. And in that, the first quarter was all about this expansion, really about allowing yourself to say, okay, I'm ready to expand. And I'll link that video to the end of this one if you didn't get to see it yet. But just really an energy of new people, new opportunities coming onto your path to help you to kind of like step into who you truly authentically are, like allowing yourself, right, to be who you are after perhaps a really long period of time of kind of like having strong boundaries, on protecting your heart, protecting your feelings and emotions because of traumatic events that happened in the past. Just kind of like this rekindling of meeting, almost like re-meeting yourself and your inner child, and just having this amazing enthusiasm for the future, right? I think this energy goes on from June. It's kind of like, oh my goodness, okay, the tides have turned. I am ready for anything new that comes onto my path. So let's take a look at where you are right now. Yes, look at this, success and courage. Having the courage to go after what it is that your heart truly wants. You know, really, I love this card because even though it says happy success, it's the energy where he's standing there and his arms are out to the side, opening your heart to new experiences, new people, new networking, new, just kind of like, okay, I'm done dealing with the past. It's kind of like, I'm done dealing with that. I'm done healing from it. I'm ready to embrace happy new people, situations, new career opportunities, new health, new stamina, new whatever it is that you're seeking. And it could, Gemini, honestly, it could be all of that, because with Jupiter in your first house, it's kind of like just this huge energy of good luck, expansion, of wanting more for yourself, and having the courage to allow yourself to go towards what will make you happy. No longer allowing yourself to stay in that energy of trying to please other people, or feeling like you have to kind of like defend some of the decisions that you may feel like you have to make in your life. Yeah, this is really an energy here. You have the 10 of Wands, dropping the burdens of the past. And then you have the King of Wands and the Emperor. This is you. I feel like this is really kind of like allowing yourself to step into your power, right? And allowing yourself to go in the direction. The King of Wands goes in the direction that he is feeling inspired to do. Very much this courage energy of having the courage to follow your true path, or to allow yourself to discover, right? Rediscover who you are, why you are here. With Jupiter in your first house for this next year, it is a year of asking yourself, what impact do you want to make on the world? What do you want to leave behind as your legacy? How do you want people, what do you want people to say about you, right? Now, and once you're no longer on the earth plane, right? Allowing yourself to say, wait a minute, are the decisions I'm making on a day-to-day basis in alignment with how I want people to think about me or talk about me, or how I'm impacting the world, how I'm making a change? The King of Wands knows that he is here to make changes in the world, right? And it's kind of like he allows himself to connect to his why. He doesn't worry about what other people think. He allows himself to go in the direction that is best for him. And that is exactly what you're doing. You're realigning to what your heart truly desires. You're allowing yourself to tap back into that innermost vulnerable part of yourself. Really beautiful. And I think for some time you've been toying about this. This might mean that you do have to make some changes, perhaps some courageous changes, right? And I don't feel like this is changes that you necessarily have to make about perhaps leaving a job or leaving a relationship, even though it may include that, okay? I think this is changes that you're making internally. You're allowing yourself to put yourself first. You're allowing yourself to listen to your heart as you move forward. You're allowing yourself to be hopeful and enthusiastic about the future. You're allowing yourself to change your mindset about, or the story that you have told yourself about things that have happened in the past, and allowing yourself to take a look at what it is that you truly want to do, how you want to be remembered, and having the courage to perhaps change those things in your life that are preventing you, that you can control. You can't control other people, but you can control, right? what foods you eat, what the exercise you get, what sleep you get, some of those daily choices that we can make that help us to be our best physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual self. Allowing yourself to put time and effort into that and not depleting your energy by overgiving to other people or situations. It's almost this energy, and this came out in your yearly reading. It's kind of like this energy of time is of an essence, right? It's kind of like the clock is ticking and I have to get going. And I no longer can sit here and say, well, when this person decides what they want to do, then I'll make a decision, right? Or when, I find out about that raise or not getting a raise, then I'll make a decision about what I'm going to do. It's kind of like you're no longer allowing external forces to determine the things that you are going to start taking control of in your life today. And here's one of the things is that when we allow ourselves to take a look at the choices that we are making and making a concerted effort to make sure that our choices are in alignment for the direction we want to go for ourselves, right? It's kind of like, okay, because they're saying, you're never ready. You can be prepared, but you're never ready. So I think, Gemini, there could be something where you're saying, well, I'll start dating when I lose 10 pounds, or I'll start exercising once, I get done with this big project. It's kind of like this energy of time is of the essence. It's time to make these changes. And you have all this beautiful energy in your sign right now. And sometimes what we have to realize is that we need to take the opportunity when these cosmic changes happen for us. We need to take that energy and run with it, right? We need to allow ourselves to say, you know what? I have this short window of time. You have about a month in order to allow yourself to really step into those changes, asking yourself, who is it I want to be? And what can I do today in order to be in alignment with that person that I want to be or want to be remembered as? Beautiful energy, just taking a look at what, even small changes that you can make that will allow you to be more in alignment with what it is that you want. Because your obstacle here is great achievement, but you have the Two of Swords. It's almost like you're blocking what it is that your heart is truly desiring. And one of the reasons can be, this is kind of interesting because it actually showed up, I think, in the Leo reading, okay? A little bit, and Leo's coming out here. There's a little bit of this energy where it's kind of like you're saying to yourself, this is who I want to be, this is what I want to do, but it's down the line and you're thinking that you have to cross some other threshold before you can step into that energy. And here's the thing, what you're doing is you're blocking the actual thing that you're wanting to come into your life, because what you're doing is you're saying to the universe, say you want to start your own business, right? And you're saying to the universe, I want to start my own business. Okay, but I'm going to start my own business when I have this amount of time so that I can work on it, or this amount of money that I can invest in it. And what you're doing is you're putting a caveat on it instead of just saying, I want my business. I want to start my own spiritual business, and then putting time and energy and money into it. If we don't take those actions, then what happens is that the universe doesn't know if we're really serious about it, right? You're putting some caveat on it. But the thing is to step into the energy of starting your spiritual business. And that can be just a small task every day, 15 minutes that you put into it to allow the universe to know, I'm taking this seriously, right? Spending 15 minutes a day brainstorming ideas, right? Or choosing an idea, building a business plan, researching. All of those things are parts of the process of starting a business, right? If it's about, before I started my YouTube channel, right? One of the things that I did was I practiced on everybody that would let me practice reading tarot for them, right? Anybody that would allow me to do a reading for them, I did a reading. I did it for free. I was just like, Okay, I need some practice so I feel more confident in my own skill, right? And that's exactly the same thing. Perhaps it's just allowing yourself to practice your gifts, your talents, right? So that you feel more confident, so that when the time comes that you can step into starting that business, right? That you'll feel more confident in it. Anything that can help you to build your confidence at this time, okay, is a great thing to put time, energy, money into. Whether that's going back to school, hiring a personal trainer, a nutritionist, anybody that can help you to get on this, because you have this sense of collaboration, right? Of networking with other people. Networking with other people that want to start a similar business, or finding people that have a business that's similar to what you would like to do, and asking them questions, reaching out to them, perhaps being mentored by them. This is a beautiful energy of really allowing yourself to step into the energy, not feeling like something has to happen before you can start on that path. That path is open to you. That door is open to you, and it's time to take responsibility and accountability for why you are not allowing yourself to go on that path. Because here is your advice. Page of Swords, speaking your truth about what it is your higher self is calling you to do. Right? Listening to your heart. You see how the heart is really highlighted there. It's listening to your heart, asking yourself, okay, how do I want to be remembered? What impact do I want to make? What small change can I make today and continue and commit to over, especially this next month, that allows the universe to know I'm serious. I'm putting myself into this new path, and just asking for your spirit guides, your angels to start opening those doors for you, letting them know that you are serious about this and that you're willing to make the changes. They're saying to make the changes you may need to make, and also to have the courage to make those changes. I think some of you are feeling perhaps a little bit like that's why sometimes we say, well, this has to happen before I can go in that direction. It's almost like we're saying to the universe, I have to have this sign before I'm willing to go on that path. But what the universe is saying to you is, no, you have to step into the energy of that path to let us know that you're serious. Because I feel like you've been kind of toying with this idea for some time. And yet at the same time, you're not willing to truly embrace it with enthusiasm. Okay, so yeah, 10 of Cups, 9 of Cups, Hierophant. Oh my gosh. It's like, this is really and truly having the courage and the determination. And I feel like you have the 6 of Cups. I think it's a little bit about your inner child. Really allowing yourself to reconnect to who you are and why you are here, and truly believing. Look at this. You have the Hierophant, the 9 of Cups, the 10 of Cups, and the Fool, right? Truly believing that you can have everything that it is that you want. I am honestly, like, my heart chakra is just like, wow. It's really embracing the enthusiasm of where you are wanting to go, and knowing, just sitting there and saying, I don't have to have the money. I don't have to have this happen before I step into the energy of who I am and where it is that I want to go, right? It's kind of like I'm allowing my energy. I'm feeling the emotions of what it's going to feel like when I'm in there. Right? And just knowing it's going to happen. I think this is the energy of believing that this new path is opening up for you. And I think for some of you, if you're thinking, well, I can't do it until blah, blah, blah happens, and that's not going to happen for 6 months or a year or 2 years or whatever, it's kind of like you're blocking the path that you are truly wanting, right? This is the path that you have been truly dreaming of, asking for. But it's almost as if you're blocking it because you're thinking it's not on my timeline yet. It's not yet time. Guess what? It's available right now if you allow yourself to step into the energy of believing that it is available for you. Wow. Yeah, you have the deserving, you have the King of Swords. You're seeing clearly that you deserve this, that there's nothing that you don't have at this moment that will prevent you from being happy and successful in this path that you are going on. Really beautiful energy, Gemini. For some of you, I do feel like you're attracting in new people, perhaps romantic partners. You could be even reuniting with past people, family members or friends that you kind of like disconnected from for a while. It's this sense of whatever would truly make your heart happy is really on its way. It's allowing yourself to open your heart to it and not to have any of those caveats, right? Not having any, there's a thing about healthy boundaries, but then there's also this sense of protecting ourselves so much that we block the happiness that we're truly wanting. This is the energy of really saying, you know what? I really deserve to be happy. We all deserve to be happy. And it's understanding that you get to choose the path that will help you to bring that happiness to you. Wow. Yeah, it's no longer allowing outside forces to dictate. It's really and truly, the energy here is time is of the essence. It's time. I have to step into my happiness, and stepping into it enthusiastically and boldly with that King of Wands. All right, let's pull. Wow, these cards are really trying to talk. Okay, I'll take that one. We'll take two. And Gemini, I do personal readings, so if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. All right, what am I waiting for? Someone else to do it for me. I think this is hilarious. I love it when my guides do this. And what risk can I take today? Both of these are about, what are you waiting for? Are you waiting for somebody else to take action, or are you waiting for something to happen before you take action on what it is that you want, right? What risk can you take today that helps you to step into the happiness that is right here in front of you, right? It says, be not mistaken. You will have to take bigger risks than you ever thought possible on this path towards your dreams. You will have to take the big, scary leap. But do not fret, because your soul has wings. What risk can you take to move towards your dreams? Make a decision and do it. No more thinking, only doing. Be brave and courageous. And it's so funny. We have these two cards, which is all about courage, right? Be brave and courageous, and you will discover what you are really made of. And Gemini, I am going to say it is about understanding that whatever you think is blocking you from your happiness, okay, that something has to happen before you can step onto a new path, or I have this burden that I cannot drop, whatever it is, right? It's kind of like asking yourself, am I just using that as resistance? Am I using that as an excuse to go after what it is that my heart truly desires? I think a lot of you may in June be really jumping into the energy of, I'm ready to make those changes now. I don't have to wait for blah, blah, blah to happen. I don't have to wait until somebody else decides what they're going to do. Why am I putting my happiness on hold for other people or other situations? It's time for me to step into my power and do what it is that I truly want to go after. Wow, beautiful energy, Gemini. Well, it was so good seeing you. Happy birthday again. And I really do love you so much. And I appreciate all of your support by liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.